All right, so as for myself, if you guys have never met me, seen me, or have been on a call with me, the name's Rafael Mbono. I'm 27 years old right now, currently living out in Montreal, Canada, originally from Niger, Um, and honestly, I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and just share with you guys my weekly overview of what I'm seeing in the market, and how I'm gonna see it happen in the marketplace, right? So right now, right here, we have a few of you guys that's been 2 years. You guys are doing this. 3 months. You guys are doing this. 9 months. You guys are doing this. I mean, I've been doing this for now nearly 4 years. It's gonna be 4 years. I've been trading in September, right? And honestly, I love what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys what a quick view of a few setups I've already put together on that. A few snipes I'm gonna snipe out all throughout this week, and I'm gonna focus on these pairs, right? So I'm gonna get right into it. I already see how the DXY is moving. DXY is moving as far as a bullish expectation. Whenever you see a bullish expectation, it generally means that you're going to be able to see all these UX XXX crosses go higher, and in the reverse, you're going to have the XXX USDs go lower, right? That's when you see the DXY is in a bullish expectation. Right now, I can see where we're still pretty much overall bullish, but we've rejected from a high area of a 61 of 88.6 area. And now we're coming to reject probably off an imbalance here that's on a 4 hour. And this is going to cause for the DXY to go bullish, right? In the event that this happens, and we get to fill either clear this lows and get to go up from here, we're gonna see a very bullish DXY, right? Which means a bullish dollar, right? If you guys are not aware of it, which means we should be focusing on pairs, pretty much such as this, right? XXX USD will go literally lower, and USD XXX will go higher, which means USD CAD higher, USD JPY higher, and USD CHF higher. And I happen to have those setups right now in mind right now for you. So understanding DXY allows you to pretty much plan your trades ahead and understand what's going to happen in the marketplace to your advantage, right? So on my blue box over here, I have all pretty much the US dollars pretty much marked up, right? So I'm going to get right into the USD CHF so you know what I'm seeing here. So as far as USD CHF, as far as to what I'm seeing, how I'm viewing the marketplace, I want to make it pretty simple for everybody. Let me try to make this a little bigger, right? All right, so USD CHF, I'm pretty much seeing this other week. I've been playing out these areas on a 4 hour time frame. We've gone ahead and rejected off of an imbalanced area right here. And, I want to see price come back into this areas because, when price rallied from from this level over here, we broke out from this level. We came back and tested it, which is pretty much 50% of it. So I want to see price come back into this area, right? I don't know. I don't have the exact. I have my own exact entry, yes, um, but just how to show you guys how I mapped it out. You know, just to drop your fibs from a low to a high, right? Premiums give you that premium zone, allows you to see, that and within the 80 level of this last down candle, within before the out move, I'm seeing a potential area within this, right? So on the hourly, if I switch it to the hourly, you guys are going to be able to see that, there's a last down candle there that's really, really small. And I kind of put this out to, 250 on all the way up higher. And I'm going to see this go ahead and clear the highs of this, right? So that's what I'm expecting for this. Yes, some of you could say it could react off of here, which is true. It could react off of the 88.6, which is very much true. But I believe we're going to find a retracement somehow all the way into these zones. If we don't, I'm still going to play whatever I see here. So anywhere in this area is still a good point of entry, right? We're still early on in the week, so we won't really know what's going to happen. So anywhere in this zone, right? That's where you want to go ahead and fish yourself for an entry. Me, my specific entry is going to be down here. Gray number is the entry, red number is going to be my stop loss personally, right? But if not, if I get to see an entry anywhere here, I'll still position myself in, just risking a little less than I would normally, right? But just to give you guys a perspective of the entry, I'm gonna go on a 1 hour right here. I'm gonna go right here with you guys. And you guys know I enter trades off of the last down candle before prior up movement. This, if I zoom into this, you guys can't really see it as of yet. Let me see if I can back this up. All right, but this is pretty much right here. This is a last down candle before the prior movement, right? So that's a bearish candle right there. So me, I'm gonna be playing off of that, those bearish candles that are down below here, right? And I'll be playing off of the imbalance that's gonna come in here and strike between this area and this price, and I'll take it all the way up high, right? Yes, we can get an entry here, but I'm not trying to have a big stop loss. I don't normally I don't post trades with small stop losses because I don't know. I know people don't understand how to manage them. But generally, what I'm going to be looking at, let's see if you guys can remove these. Generally, what I'm going to be looking at is going to be to have, it's going to be, I'm trying to have a minimal stop loss. So example, from the 250 area to about like, right here, it's about a 7 to 10 pip stop, right? That's what I'm looking to have. If we took it from all the way to the 50% of that candle, we'll see at least a 20 pip stop loss. That's generally the kind of trades I send out. That way you guys don't have to re-enter trades if they hit stop loss, right? So that's just to give you a perspective. So that's USD CHF. I'm not gonna take up any more time on that. It's pretty straightforward. So right here, I'm gonna stop this. So USD CHF is pretty straightforward trade idea. You guys can really go ahead and tap in with this. Don't miss this move. It's going to be a huge move. This is the type of move that can get you paid for the rest of your week. If you guys are entering it from here as well, make sure, you guys are, putting your stops even, right? Risk a little bit. That way you can, in any case, you can always re-enter. If the market hits your stop loss, you can just re-enter the same trade, adjust it, move your stop loss below the low, right? And, take it all the way up, right? So that's what I'm seeing according to Fib Confluence. We can at least go clear equal highs here, and these equals highs here, and all the way to those equal highs on top and take it up, right? Because DXY is still pretty. I believe it's still gonna go. It's still gonna be bullish, but in the event that is not bullish, we still have to make it all the way down here, right? So I'm gonna go right into USD JPY right now, real quickly. USD JPY off the 4-hour time frame, we still have this last down candle before the prior up movement. Also, we have this area right here that's sticking out like it's sticking out like hard, right? So if I go on a daily, I want to show you guys that on the 8-hour, we came out here to these areas, we cleared out the highs here, liquidity got pumped, and we're maintaining these highs, right? So far we maintained, liquidity cleared here, came down, tested, right? And we tested off the opening price. I believe that was a 4-hour opening price. Yeah. And then price is now pretty much creating reaccumulations. And now I believe early on in the week, I wanted to see price react over here and bring us up higher, right? But it didn't quite happen. So I'm looking to see if price can now give us that reaction here. If in the event I get stopped out, whatever, it's not a big deal. We can always now see how to reassess it. If price doesn't hold this area and it tries to go lower, we can always reassess price and see how we can now try to play this area right here. You guys see that area? You guys see this area? Pretty much last down candle for the prior movement. I'd like to see if there is an actual candle there, right? If this is an actual candle there, I'll probably play the candle that's there. There is a candle, but it's mainly giving me wick options, right? So there's a last down candle here that we could play, coming back into this areas. That's how I would see it out. Either play this or play this, right? This is the obvious approach, right? But let's be real. Let the market come to you. Oops. Let the market come to you and just set alerts, right? Just set alerts. Let the market come to you. If it's not gonna happen, don't just jump into the trade, right? If it reacts and it shows like a sideways movement, if it reacts and shows sideways movement, like it's gonna go to the upside, I will now execute and buy it all the way up, right? Because that's a nice risk reward trade idea. If in the event we literally just blow all past all this, right? I'll be now looking to all the way down into this area. So I like to see price clear all of this, right? And give me somewhere around these areas. In that event, I'll drop it in my own personal chat, just to give you guys a perspective on it. I believe it's the 8-hour, right? Just to give you guys a quick look. Why am I looking at there? We have a last down candle before this prior up push. Price could now decide to come test this, give us a 50% test, and now take off from there, right? This is an obvious entry here. Everyone is looking at this buy here, right? But nobody's looking at this buy here. So smart money, market makers, they often tend to look for what people are not looking at, right? So I'm advising you that, okay, optimum entry will be down here, but the truth is, I'm going to take what's right here. If the market comes to me and it reacts there, I'm going to take it right then and there. I'm not going to wait for anybody to tell me yes or no. No educator to tell me yes or no, because they see the same thing as I'm seeing. And on Steady, if you're within our platform in I Am Mastery Academy, you get to see that, Starboy called out a trade here in the previous weeks off of these levels. And I'm just playing off of the same levels I'm seeing right here, right? Because so far, these levels alone with the trade, I dropped the same trade idea, I give it at least 100 pips up. So nevertheless, it's very optimum. Now it just depends on you being patient and waiting for the trades to pop off, right? So now moving on to GBPUSD. GBPUSD, if you guys want these charts, most of these charts are dropped in my personal chat. So you guys can take advantage of these charts in my own personal chat as well. But over here, you're gonna have GBPUSD that's up top right here, right? So seeing that GBPUSD, how it's put together, I need you guys to understand something, right? The DXY, given that the DXY is gaining strength right now, currently, if I go back to it real quickly, as I spoke early on, bullish expectation, you can see XXX USD to go lower. Now in that event, so far we rejected off the 88.6, right? But we're still in a pretty much bullish trend. We could see price reject and come and reject off of this imbalances here as well, right? Or just of this daily price action with a 4-hour as well. Already here there was an imbalance. It didn't quite fully react. It reacted a little bit and pumped right through. But I do believe we can get a reaction here, create a higher low, right? Higher low for ourselves, and then push price much higher. Now, in the event price does that, that's when we're going to see GBP USD come out here and react for us over here on a daily time frame. So how I like to look at this, I want you to look at the last prior up candle before the down movement, right? So I'm looking at this. I put on my fibs right here. For those guys that don't know this, let me pull this here. So I'm gonna turn my fibs into my sniper fibs, right? So sniper fibs. So as it is on my sniper fibs here, you're gonna be able to see right here. So last prior up candle before a down movement. And I'm just gonna focus on this specific candle, right here. Why am I looking at this candle? I could be looking at that candle too, but why am I specifically looking at this daily candle? Because look, we've seen how prices held that area multiple times over, and we've already taken out liquidity. Has it already been taken out here? Liquidity got taken out. Price came lower. We're maintaining that same area. So I'm going to use this, right? I'm going to use this last up candle for a down move. I want to see price come and react, right? Why? Because we've already dropped low, right? We've already dropped low. We maintain this area, but price bought up. Excuse me, guys. So price came out over here, maintained. Now it's trading right back to the upside, where we can see price now can react off the opening price or off the 50%. Now, opening price meaning this is not going to be the exact price points, guys, but more or less it pretty much will be. So if you're entering off the 50% on the daily chart, you want to put your stop loss pretty much above these highs right here. That's going to give you about a 49 pip stop. I'm taking it all the way to the downside. And it's equal lows right here. So given this equal lows, I want to see this price go all the way down here, right? That's what I'm seeing on GBP USD. That's a good 426 pips. Some people are gonna have to be patient. If you can't hold it that long, I would just say take it to this low, low liquidity. After it clears this low, it might just decide to reverse after taking this liquidity right here on the low. So that's about 300 pips. Yes, you're risking 49, but look at the risk reward. You're still getting a 3. You're still getting a 6-to-1 risk reward. So the sense how I like to break it down is like you're risking 1 apple to gain 6 apples, right? So it's very, very much worth it. Whatever you put in, you're going to gain 6 times more, right? Even if you're risking that much of a stop loss. Now, if you have a smaller stop, right, which you can, is the only way you're going to be able to have a smaller stop is if you wait for market to give you, up and down sideways movement on a 15-minute chart, right? If you get this kind of movement on a 15-minute chart after when prices reacted here, that's when you're going to be able to get those optimum entries, that give you really small stop losses and drop it down. If I see it myself, I'll probably do that, but I'm very well okay with taking this entry just as it is. If not, you can also now reassess it and just take it from these lows all the way to the high of the candle. But I would say put it right above the wick. The same way, the same thing, it would still play out. And mind you, I'm pretty much giving you an average of what I'm seeing. It's pretty much a rounded up number of what I'm seeing if it's possible. You can get a better risk reward in this, of course, right? Just wait for price to get to that area and then tell you what it's doing. Like you can see, I have an alert set here. If I go on 4-hour time frame, you guys can see the candles. You see the last up candle there for up move. Like I myself, for one, right? I would wait for price to come into here because I see there's an imbalance here in price. There's a last up candle here for the down move. So that's why my stop loss could be much bigger. Just off of this, I could just be looking at this like this and just being like, okay, you know what? Stop above the highs. 50% of this prior up candle for the down movement here and just take it all the way down. Now at that point, I'm risking about 18 pips, right? And I can still take price all the way to the downside and gain an amazing risk reward, right? So just to give you guys perspective, you guys don't have to do exactly this, but just take it as you will, right? If not, take it from these areas. But I'll definitely drop the specific area I want to take once I'm ready to take the trade. But this is just to give you an idea. high reaction off of the daily time frame. Maybe I can use look through the other time frames as well to see if there's a specific candle you guys see that I'm not seeing. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as GBPUSD, right? So I'm gonna be looking for a sell whenever it happens. It'll happen. Some of you guys may say, look, I want to look for a buy. I want to buy it up all the way there. I myself, I won't be buying it up all the way there. I'm pretty patient. I'll wait for the move to come to myself. But in the event that you're a little bit impatient, you want to see how you can take this move up. Yes, you can. Just draw your fibs low to high. You're gonna be able to see the areas that work best for you, right? And you can be able to really take advantage of this, right? So low to the high, you see in here premium entries. Yeah, like if price somehow makes it back down here, I'll just premium entry it in, and I'll just take it all the way up again, right? Anywhere in these zones will be from anywhere from what is this 36,250 all the way to about like 36,500, 550. I'll be able to take price from there and take it up, right? That's only an event, but we're so close to this that I believe it's just going to keep running, right? And give us those optimum prices. Now, if you're not going from that low and you're just basing yourself off from this low, right? This low to that high, we can look at anywhere within these premium prices. But like I'm showing you guys, most of these last down candles have already been tested. So I think you'd be just playing yourself trying to play within this. It'd be just better. You'd be better off waiting for it to hit the sell area than anything else, right? So that's what I'm seeing on GBP USD. Now USD CAD, USD CAD, USD CAD. Now on a hourly, I'm gonna go on daily actually first. On a daily perspective, what was it? Daily perspective for a 4-hour. So daily perspective already came out here. We cleared a high point of liquidity here, creating a new high. Out of this, movement, we've been pretty much stagnant out of here. Just popped the highs. I believe now price wants to see higher prices, right? Price wants to see higher prices. 4-hour time frame, I was looking to see maybe potentially, price come into these areas and balance and just buy it up. But price has not been doing that lately for me. Price has just been going higher, higher, and higher, and higher. So I'm trying to see how I can now snipe it anywhere from these zones and take it up higher, right? So looking at this off top, I'm just seeing already last down candle for the prior movement. So for me, that looks really, really good. Let me see. Let me just do it like this instead. So this right here looks pretty good for me. I would try to play this. Of course, if it rolls over, I'll just wait for right here to come down, and maybe I'll pick it off of a 2-hour time frame, and I'll go into waiting for these equal lows to get cleared, and I'll take a trade from the 2-hour time frame off of the last down candle of the off move, either 50% of the zone or the opening price. How trading Wyckoff and smart money, we always like to enter out either off the opening or the 50%, right? If you guys are not sure about how the entries work, just go watch my previous YouTube video that I made with my brother Jason. You guys are gonna be able to see how I'm able to snipe entries and just pretty much work with that, right? So over here, 4-hour last down candle for that move. This looks like it makes sense. Hourly as well, it pretty much lines up with hourly. There's a clear accumulation there as well. So I would like to just run this up right here. You can even see here on the hourly. You can even see here on hourly where you can try to play it. So I'm going to show you different places where you can play it. So either you play it off of this area early, or you play it early off of here and drive it up in price. That's going to be giving you a stop pretty much right below this, right? You can put your stop right below this, about like 10 pip stop at most, right below the low. And taking it all the way to this high. Why to this high? You don't need to get more than that. That's about 100 pips, right? Reset chart. That's about 100 pips from right there, from that reaction. This reaction will give you pretty much. I know I'm moving fast, but this should give you guys a more or less 1 hour, right? 1 hour IC, right? 1 hour IC means 1 hour institutional candle, right there. Reaction. If we could react again, I would just, you don't have to risk 10 pips. Like you can risk up to like literally 8 pips. I would give it a 10 space for it to get to where it needs to get to. If in the event that you want to stretch it out, let it breathe. There's an accumulation right here, right? That happened. So you could wait for that. You could wait till drag price to that lower accumulation. See who's here is now on mute. Perfect, great. So you can wait for price to just come below. You can put your stop loss below this, right? But at that point, I'll just take another position, right? I'll just do this. And I'll just take it from there, from that low. And I'll put my stop loss below, right below it. 12 pip stop, and then I'll take it all the way to the highs again, and then potentially take it all the way up. So that's about 300 pips, right? or at least halfway point to where break a structure of, that the prior down movement happened. But just easily enough, there's a quick bag to make out of this, right? There's a nice bag to make out of this, especially if the DXY starts rallying up, right? So we could see an easy 200 pips from these areas. So look out for this. Look out for this. Price may just decide to play. Price may decide to go up first. There's an imbalance in price like right here. Imbalance in price right here. So prices may decide to react off of this imbalance. React off of this imbalance, then come here and give you guys one of these two entries, right? Let's stretch this out so you guys can see. Template 1 hour IC. Good. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here on this time frame. Actually, that one's 4 hour. Excuse me. Change this. That's a 4 hour IC. So that's what I'm seeing with USD CAD. Gold. I think that's gonna be my last one here because I don't want this to be lasting too long. So gold right here. Gold. So gold, we're at a high right now. There's an imbalance right here, right, on the daily time frame. So I want to see price come into the imbalance. Normally I would say 50% of the imbalance, or even from the beginning of the imbalance, but we've touched the beginning multiple times over, right? So given we've touched the beginning multiple times over, you can wait for that 50%, which is at 1835 to execute in. But already anywhere from 1830, right? Anywhere from the opening and closing of these candles, I'd be entering 1830, 1831. Like right here, you see I have an entry 1831. My stop loss is like right above of the 50%. In case if I get stopped out, I'll just re-enter at 50% and then drop it off again, right? But price is really, really bullish. I believe price is going to come down and shoot down. That way you can come fill all this in, right? So already here we can get a reaction here. Last up candle for the prior down movement. Sniper right here. So right here, this could be really, really very interesting for you guys to take advantage of. Right here, 50% of this play, that's looking at, roughly, actually take it on a 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame, that's not that. Yeah. On the 2 hour, I was looking at more so this. Let me show you guys real quickly. Make this a little bigger. So on the 2 hour time frame, I was looking more so at this as well. Looking more so at this. This is more so very much interesting. This is like a nice move I can play. Taking price from right here all the way to across the board. But personally speaking, just seeing how price action is reacting, I believe we're gonna go fill this wick, right? But I'm letting you guys know that this is possible. We may get an initial reaction from here, but I'm gonna wait for optimum prices, and see what's gonna happen in the marketplace. Even if I drew fibs from the highs to the lows, you guys can see kind of what's playing out right here in the fibs, right? Fib confluence shows you guys like this is it. We're going to the extremes, cream of the crop, and this is what kind of price. This is what price wants to show us that it wants to do, right? Price doesn't want to do anything besides this, so I'm gonna be patient and see what price does. If price gonna trade into here and then drop off, I'm not quite sure, but this looks interesting. But don't worry too much for gold. Gold is very much manipulated, so be patient with yourself when you're trading gold, and just wait for the moves to happen. Wait for the move to come to you before you actually play it off. Like see right here, you guys see this last up candle for that move. This reacted. I believe we're gonna get another reaction off of that same zone. I can't even make this up. Like the same reaction off of that same zone. Because sometimes your demand, your supply zone will react at least 2 to 3 times before it becomes an invalid supply zone, right? So that's what I'm seeing right here. Really quickly, hold on. Did I miss something? Perfect. So that's what I'm seeing right here as far as this idea is concerned. So any pound pairs, actually USD, Euro USD, yeah, like this move is pretty much invalidated. This move is invalidated as well. Euro USD, let me check this out. So Euro USD, I'm gonna wait for price to come to higher prices, right? I'm gonna wait for it to come all the way up here for me to decide to sell. I'll just personally look for buys anywhere from this point of interest. Wait for price to retrace, last down candle before prior movement. This candle will be a key candle or retracement into it. I'll now start buying. Any retracement, like anything that comes down into this, I'll now buy it up. Personally speaking, I don't have an exact entry for that, but I might drop it in the chat as the week goes by. GJ, GJ, great reaction here. I already posted this trade prior, I believe, in the past, right? When I was looking for an initial sell from here, right? Which hit. I wanted to get a buy down here, but I didn't quite do that. So I'm expecting another sell off. We may be able to get another entry back at the same spot. So entry back at around these areas. We have a last up candle for down move. So if price breaks, it's going to get a reaction off of there. If not, go on lower time frames. See price can react off of this last up candle. Get our entry off 50% of this, which is pretty much 151, 250 or 200. Drop it like it's hot. You know. What else? GN. Oh, we got clapped out of that. Okay. All right. We got clapped out of these trades. I haven't even reassessed it. Left that as is. We're in profit and clapped. What else happened here? GJ, GCAD. I think GCAD is the only nice trade. Yes. GCAD is the only nice trade that's about to come up in this week. I'm looking for price to pull back, right? As the week starts up, you see here react off of this 1 hour time frame. I want to see price pull back in this area and then drop off right here, right? So that's what I'm seeing right here in the marketplace. Not seeing anything else too crazy. Indices, I'm not going to touch on them. Cryptos, cryptocurrencies, I can like dabble into it real quick, right? As far as anything cryptos, where are they in my list? They're right here. So as far as anything cryptos, I would suggest, for anything cryptos, I would say I'll just be very upfront and straightforward with you guys. Let me just go here on this other chart. Personally speaking, I'm looking for a sell from these levels, right? Or is this crypto? Yeah, exactly. So anywhere a sell from this levels right here, there's an imbalance here in price, right? Look for a sell from the high of this imbalance, drop it all the way to drop it like it's hot all the way to 47. So say one of the fibs, then I'm looking to buy from here. I'm gonna look to buy from here, anywhere from 47 300 to 47 flat. I'm gonna look to buy from here. I'm gonna keep myself about roughly 400 pip stop. So I'd be looking to enter here, to put my stop below the lows about 400, drag it all the way up, right? Then just swing this baby, swing this baby all the way. That's something we're looking to do on BTC. Right now, I'm currently in a buy myself. I'm buying all the way up onto this, and I'm gonna sell down by tomorrow morning. We should see this up movement. So just beware of the zone 71, 78, 70, and 88.6. It could react right here at 47,300. Like it could also react at 47. So these are my optimum premium entries. Remember the demand zone right here is going to be within this area. So that's kind of why I'm looking here, right? Within this area. So when that happens, I'll be looking to make a move. Like you can see, I have my alert here. I'm probably going to send an alert right here also on a 71%. Yeah. So divide your risks, guys, and you can take advantage of this. Same thing on Ethereum. It's the same movement, right? The same movement. Hold on, let me go on my other chart. Same thing right here on Ethereum. I'm looking for pretty much similar movement. You can either enter off the 71, you can either enter off of literally the 78, 6 of the fifth confluence, and just ride price, right? Ride the price. Wait for price to come to you and just get an amazing reaction up, right? So that's what I'm seeing in Ethereum as well. But I want to see price also react right here. There's an imbalance, as you guys can see here on an hourly chart. And imbalances you guys can see on the hourly chart. Whoa, 90 banks, and take price from the lower all the way down there really quickly. That's what I'm seeing. Those are pretty much the parameters. Yeah, so that's what I'm pretty much seeing, guys. That's what I'm seeing here. So definitely, I would say, if you got questions, jump into my private chats, message me on Telegram, message me within the groups that you're involved into, and I'll definitely be able to answer multiple questions you guys have. And as per usual, it's always a pleasure to have everybody tune in. One thing I'll say, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and comment. Leave me any comments if you guys any videos you guys want me to make on a market structure. I'll make those videos as well. So definitely appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in. I'm gonna stop recording from here, and definitely I'll be taking in any questions you guys have before I hop off. Right.